World War II for Romania, wow. It was like a desperate tightrope walk over a canyon. In 1940, the country gets torn apart, forced to hand over huge chunks of territory. So what do? To try and get them back, they ally with Nazi Germany against the Soviet Union. But then, by 1944, you can see the writing on the wall. The tide is turning. And there's this dramatic coup, led by the very young King Michael, that flips the country's allegiance over to the Allies. It was a total last-ditch effort to save the nation.
So even though they ended the war fighting with the Allies, Romania just couldn't escape its geography. The Soviet Red Army was right there, and their presence pretty much guaranteed a communist takeover. And this whole situation eventually leads to the rise of one of the most notorious dictators of the 20th century, Nicolae Ceausescu.
So Ceausescu gets this obsession in his head. He decides he's going to pay off Romania's entire foreign debt. We're talking over $10 billion. And to do it, he imposes these absolutely crushing austerity measures on his own people. Food was rationed, heat was rationed, electricity, everything. This wasn't just some economic policy. It didn't just wreck the economy. It pushed the Romanian people to their absolute breaking point.
So now we get to the end of 1989. The Iron Curtain is crumbling all over Europe. And in Romania, decades of this hardship, this hunger, this repression, it all just boils over. But this wasn't some peaceful, velvet revolution. No, the result was short, it was violent, and the whole world watched it happen on TV.
And this number, this is the human cost of that change. Over 1,100 people died in just a few chaotic days in December 1989. It was one of the absolute bloodiest ends to a communist government in all of Eastern Europe. And it all culminated in the capture, a quick trial, and the execution of Nicolae Ceausescu and his wife, Elena, on Christmas Day.